Morning. So, put out a post earlier, just basically saying what's kind of your biggest struggle really, and if you have a struggle, just to share it, and I'll see if I've done some training or anything on it before, and I'll send it to you. If not, I'll create it and send it to you for that, because I'm creating a load of new videos, coaching and kind of strategies, if you like, for the ladies on our program at the moment. Hi Julie, just to help kind of break through any obstacles that come up and get kind of a few things in place for January, when obviously a lot of people start new resolutions, etc., and just getting ready for those obstacles that are going to come up, because they will, and just to make it as easy as possible. So one question I had was, I've had loads of responses already, by the way, which is great. It's just giving me lots of ideas to kind of create, and if you do have any more, just comment them below, like your biggest struggle basically. So this one was more about, she said, psychologically it's the struggle. So she knows what to do, she knows that she'll feel better for it, and these are her words: I know I will feel better for it, I know what to do. So that's an interesting one, and I think everyone pretty much knows what to do. Everyone knows that they'll feel better for it, most people, but why don't we still do it? And there's a few aspects that, and normally I'd go into, you've got to know why you're doing it. Like, yeah, feeling better is good, but sometimes there's not enough leverage in that. You could say have a goal, something that, so that if you don't do it, there's consequences. So for example, when I did a physique show or entered like any competitions or done anything like that, set a goal, I know that if I don't do it, there's a consequence that I could look silly by not achieving it, right? So that helps me personally in terms of leverage, telling someone else. There's also the fact now, if I don't do something, if I don't work out, don't eat well, I don't have as much energy, I don't sleep as well, and then I'm less patient with others, I'm not as good of a dad, a coach, etc. There's that, which again sometimes isn't enough to motivate people, and I get that. And that's why I think when you look at what she said, some of the last words, if you look above on what I've written, is she said, some days I still need to almost force myself to do it. And I want to just touch on that bit, because actually I just think that that's normal. And actually what we're doing there is fighting a feeling that you can't really, you have to actually feel and accept, because actually you need to give yourself credit for just doing it, because it's hard, it is hard. And the more you beat yourself up for ever not being super motivated and to do it, like, that's going to make it worse. And actually what one of the ladies said the other day was really interesting. She said, what I love about this, I turn up at 7 a.m. or whatever, and the fact that I see someone else just go, it was a struggle to get here this morning, but I'm here, makes her feel like, actually I'm not the only one who feels like that, because you're not the only one. It is a very unnatural thing to get up in the dark or get up and go to structured exercise when you'd rather stay in bed perhaps. Remember, back when we never actually had to exercise structurally, we just did it as part of life. Now we've got more food abundance, which is great. Obviously we've got less manual jobs, we burn less calories as well, so it's flipped the other way, so we have to do that structure. So I think if only sometimes you have to dig deep to motivate yourself, I think that's a good thing. And actually just acknowledge that, and maybe look at, okay, I'm feeling that feeling, feel it. What would your best self do in this situation? It might be that you are just tired, that you need to sleep. It could be that you need to give yourself a bit of a break. Or it could be that you take it as almost like a challenge. Like, I know some people thrive off this. So some people will thrive off almost saying, okay, my body is telling me not to do it, but I'm just going to notice that feeling and go and do it anyway and see what happens. A bit like with confidence and public speaking. Like, I've struggled with public speaking, etc. long time. Not so much anymore though, just because I had to do it. I was forced to do it for my masters. But what I was thinking in my head is I needed confidence to do it, or I haven't got the confidence. But actually, what happens if you just do it anyway? Because that's the only way you get confidence. And it's very similar with this exercise, with this eating well thing. It's kind of coming down to one, expectations, and are you just expecting it to always be super motivated? Because that's not what it's about, actually. And actually doing a half-assed workout is better than nothing. Because actually, just the art of showing up can sometimes be the difference between you completely writing it off and keeping going, because you're keeping that momentum going. Even if you just did 3 minutes, like I've been talking about quite a lot, the 3-minute test. Do 3 minutes of an exercise workout. If after 3 minutes can't be bothered anymore, just stop. Give yourself permission to stop, and don't beat yourself up, don't dwell on it. At least you've done it and you've found out, rather than considered your thoughts. Because sometimes I can talk myself into or out of doing exercise. I don't know whether I'm ill. Am I ill? Am I tired? And I keep looking for reasons, and I'm thinking, should I just start and see? 9 times out of 10 I start and see and I'm fine. Yeah, so hope that kind of covers that. Any other questions on that, just let me know. Drop them down. And anything else you're struggling with, just comment below. Got lots of ideas, lots of creation time over Christmas. Because, don't really stop. Anyway, any questions, just let me know, and speak soon.